After that emotion-filled brawl fest in Game 7, Game 8 of the Quarantine Cup was a much more calm affair. Top of the first, Hermit Crabs up first. Ethan goes down swinging. Jacob Cork had it working today. Next batter, Caleb smacks this ball into right field. He's going to end up on second base with one out, but that is all the Hermit Crabs would get. Next batter, Ethan, chopper back to the mound. Jacob fields. That's an easy out at first, and the Hermit Crabs go scoreless in the top of the first. Bottom one, Jacob leading things off for the Lone Wolves. Hits this bouncer to first. It was slippery out there with the morning rain, and this ball slips right out of Caleb's hand as he tries to make the throw to first. Jacob ends up on second with nobody out to start the inning. Next batter, Patrick, hits this bouncer into left, hits off of the playground. Jacob's going to try to score. Caleb's throw is close, but replay review did show Jacob made it just into plate in time. That's 1-0 Lone Wolves. Jacob with this bouncer back to the mound. Ethan bobbles it. Throw is wide again. Again, that wet ball wreaking havoc on the Hermit Crabs on the defensive side. Jacob ends up on second, and it's 2-0 Lone Wolves. Next batter, Patrick, hits this deep fly ball into left field. That's going to drop behind the playground, scoring Jacob easily. 3-0 lead, Lone Wolves. All of this with nobody out. Jacob follows with this line drive up the middle. That's going to score Patrick easily. That's another RBI single for Jacob. It's 4-0 Lone Wolves. Ethan is able to escape the rest of the inning with no more damage done. Jacob hits this deep drive to right, but Caleb makes a great running catch down the line for out number one. Next batter, Patrick gets under this, pops it up. Again, Caleb with a nice catch. But it is 4-0 Lone Wolves after one. Top two, the Hermit Crabs are in desperate need of some runs to keep this game close. Caleb starts off with this single, forgets to run to first base, but next batter, Ethan goes the opposite way. That's going to move Caleb over to third. They're off to a good start to this inning. Next batter, Caleb, hits this line drive up the middle. That makes it 4-1, and the Hermit Crabs are on the board, but they just could not manufacture anything else this inning. Jacob again gets Ethan swinging for the first out of the inning. After a Caleb single, Ethan smacks this single over to third, but again, the runner's just not moving up on these singles. Jacob's able to get Caleb to pop out and makes a nice sliding grab here. Despite 5 singles in the inning, they only scratch across one run. It's 4-1. The Hermit Crabs have to shut down the Lone Wolves, or this game's going to be over in just 2 innings. Ethan gets off to a good start as it gets Jacob swinging on this to start the inning. But that was all they would get. That's the last out of the game as Patrick's able to line this into center field, slides into second safely. Next batter, Jacob, goes the opposite way with this line drive into left center field. That scores Patrick easily. That makes it 5-1 Lone Wolves. Jacob slides in just ahead of the throw with an RBI double. Patrick with this line drive into left field under the porch for a ground rule double. Jacob comes motoring in from third on that RBI double from Patrick. It's a 6-1 game. One more run and this game would be over. Jacob would do it on the next at bat. With this bouncer into right field, Caleb's able to field. There is no play to be made. Patrick comes trotting in from third. That's a 7-1 game, and that's it.
We are joined live by Jacob Cork, today's winning pitcher. Jacob, you had your best performance of the year, only allowing 1 run in 2 innings to pick up the win. How did you feel out there today?
Felt pretty good. You know, as you said, it was the best pitching performance of the year for me. It's fun striking Caleb and Ethan out because they always get mad at each other and gripe and just whine.
Your team is up 2 in the series. How do you feel about that? What's your secret?
Well, we've just kind of been playing some good baseball recently. We've not been beating ourselves very much. Our bats are coming around a little bit, and I just think that we're getting used to playing together as a team. Everybody's a little off at the first
week or so of a season, but we're really starting to find our groove. We work really, really well together. We feed off each other's energy, while Ethan and Caleb seem to be like an old married couple that like to gripe and complain to each other. And you can just see when they get down early in the game, their energy just goes away. And so that's motivating for us, because we know if we can get a lead on them early, they're probably just going to complain to each other the rest of the time, and it'll be an easy win, kind of like it was today. Yeah.
Lone Wolves!
The Lone Wolves are really starting to heat up. That's 2 straight wins. Also 4 out of the last 5 after they trailed 2-1 to start the season. Hermit Crabs struggling on offense especially, as they dropped to 3-5 on the year. In 3 of their last 4 losses, they've only scratched across either 1 or 2 runs, and that happens again today. Only being able to get 6 hits on the day. Ethan takes the loss, 2 for 5 at the plate. Caleb with a 4 for 5 day with a double, but again, just a lot of singles for the Hermit Crabs, and they're not able to capitalize with that big hit when they need it. Caleb does have his 22nd RBI on the year. Jacob again with just an outstanding day on the mound today, only allowing those 6 hits and a single run, moving his record to 2-2 on the year. A good day at the plate as well, with a 5 for 7 day with a double, 4 RBIs. That gives him 17 on the season. Patrick goes 5 for 6, 3 doubles, league leading 13 on the season for him. 3 RBIs, moves just ahead of Caleb in the RBI lead with his 23rd. And the Lone Wolves will look to continue this winning streak later this week to see if they can make it 3 in a row.